We've got a special guest tonight. Alright, welcome everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a call. We've got a special guest tonight to discuss some wrestling. It was a big weekend. Well, it was an eventful weekend, but it's a big event coming up soon, so let's go ahead and get this started.
What up?
Hey, what's up, dude?
I had to mute stream, so it would have just been like a clusterfuck.
Oh, Berwin's at Raw. That's why he's not joining us.
Berwin, I just have one question. Was Roman's plancha as good as people are saying?
Tell Roman I said he sucks. Like, specifically tell him that for me.
I just saw on Twitter, Roman just did a over-the-top rope plancha onto like the entire mid-card.
That sounds about right. Oh, Raw just started too, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like...
Why, Roman? Why? You the real big dog
Roman.
now.
I just hate his booking.
I know! And I hate...
so much.
I hate his booking, and I hate his character and his voice. His wrestling is okay, it's better than it was, but it's still really boring how it's just Superman punch suplex or Superman punch spear. Like, it's pretty.
Have more offense, god fucking damn it.
Yeah, it's.
Let me see him do some dumb shit.
God, I wish. Alright, I've got too many windows open. This is gonna be hard. Okay. I even made like a lifty-loo little like screen I'm using tonight, just like with a bunch of New Japan backgrounds.
Yeah, I noticed. Not bad, not bad.
It's pretty cool. I'm going to
I just have one question. Where's the fucking Cow Palace?
There's no good pictures of the Cow Palace other than the outside where it just says Cow Palace. But I'm focused more. I mean, like, I figured you'd want to talk about the G1 special, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm mostly interested in the G1 starts next week. Like, it starts next week.
Yeah. I know, it's madness.
I'm so not ready for it. I thought I was ready for it, and then, like, this pay-per-view just blew my mind. Like, so much stuff happened.
Right. Before we get into it, can we just take a moment to appreciate how fucking good Juice Robinson is?
Oh, I've known that for a year now, but yes. Juice is loose, man.
I had no idea you vape, dude.
I just started. Like about a month ago.
Pog champ.
I don't mind it. I'm trying to quit smoking. I like this more, but I don't like the dealing with changing the coils and like I don't know how to do it. I haven't learned how to do it yet, so I'm learning still.
In time, dude, in time.
Yeah. So what did you think of the G1 special overall?
I will say this one thing. WWE keeps trying to talent rate New Japan for their wrestlers. They should be rating their camera crew.
Or at least, well, no, I'll tell you what. No, that G1 special was that was the Access crew. That wasn't the New Japan crew. Yeah. That was so bad. I mean, it wasn't as bad as Kevin Dunn, but like, it was bad.
You say that, but some of the camera angles in the matches were fantastic.
I mean, yeah, but then there was a lot of like, they missed a lot of shots. There was a lot of like,
yeah, but like some of like it felt more like you were there, not you were watching a presentation.
Yeah.
It kind of felt
kinda.
Like, to me, it felt more organic.
I was getting, I had nitpicky things about the camera work for it. It was okay.
I thought the opening 10-man tag was good. I
I liked it.
Out hard for Haku, I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I had known about that. They had like posted a tweet about that.
I was looking at the front and I was like, okay, Ichiro, Gorillas,
not
Chase.
Fale.
Who the fuck is? Oh fuck! It's
Haku.
It's Haku.
Haku, yeah. They call him King Haku in New Japan. But like that was really cool. I had known about that for about a week or two, but that was really cool.
That was pretty cool.
That was a really good match too, man. Like
I will say there's like Chase Owens seems to be just randomly was getting a load of hate because it was in a tag match. It was like, oh, it's
New
how
Japan.
great Chase is.
It's New
Is
Japan.
when he doesn't eat the pin. Yeah. And I just like he replied to me. It's like, yeah, not getting pinned is a great way to win a match.
New Japan does like a lot of opening like multi-man tag matches on a lot of things. It's like that's why they do the whole faction system that they have.
Yeah, but it works.
It works really well.
Yeah, even as a multi-man match, they still gave everyone. It didn't
Everybody
last
gets their
5
spot.
minutes.
Yeah.
It was a 15. What was it? Like a 15-minute match?
I think it was 15. I think it went for. I don't have the times on me. Special San Francisco matches.
But it didn't feel rushed, and it didn't feel drawn out.
Cage sheet. Do you have the times? No. Wikipedia will if I can find a Wikipedia. Maybe Fansets. Oh, come on. All I want is the list of the matches, like full card and viewing info.
But it brings the question: if Brandy's the Bullet Babe, that surely makes Haku the Bullet Dad.
Not anymore. I don't know what the like.
From what I've seen of what I was looking at Brandy earlier, it's another subdivision within the Bullet Club.
Well, that's the way I see it too. Especially because their shirt they have is it says BC on it. It says Firing Squad BC. But I also like can see it just like they quit the Bullet Club and they are their own thing now. I don't know, and if that's the case, I'm pretty sure Ishimori is gonna side with the Firing Squad. Same with Fale.
The Fale's definitely, and he literally tweeted, "Fuck him."
Yeah, I saw that, but it was like that's all he tweeted. He could have said like "fuck him" to Tama, but like I doubt that. He's probably gonna be. He's most likely gonna be part of the Firing Squad. I think that's the reason why they had Haku there was because Fale couldn't make it, so he took Fale's spot. But then, like I said, Ishimori's probably gonna join, and then I think Yujiro is probably gonna end up with them. I don't know about Chase Owens though.
No, see, I'm not too sure what's happening here.
Because Chase Owens was an honorary Tongan, and they attacked him. So
then again, so was Kevin Kelly.
They didn't attack Kevin Kelly.
That's my point. They made him.
Well, Kevin Kelly wasn't there. Duh, that's why. Ooh. If Kevin Kelly was there, who knows? They might have.
Kevin Kelly would have been with the running and save everyone.
Oh my god, that would have been great. Can we also just take a moment to just talk about how fucking shitty Josh Barnett and JR are? Oh my god.
It feels so forced.
It feels like they just don't care, and they're getting names wrong. They don't give a fuck. And then there was that whole spot in the Jay White Juice Robinson match.
I know.
That's a shoot. That's not a story. That was real.
No, that was pretty funny.
JR
and Jay White literally shit himself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely not a work because they would not let them drop that many F-bombs on live TV.
No.
I can see them getting in a lot of trouble for that. And I understand he was legitimately pissed. But like, And JR did get hurt. He broke a rib, which sucks. But it also like, why is this stuff not secure? Why is it it's a whole deal. Like,
yeah, you gotta think like someone didn't think this through, did they?
no, like, and then like I understand JR and Barnett were pissed about the situation. But they were going on, like, to me it felt like they were, like, burying the product, kind of. Like, they're getting paid by New Japan, and an accident happened. And it's like, oh, man, the security here is terrible. The refs should enforce the rules more and get them in the ring. And
see, I don't think they are paid by New Japan.
No, they definitely are.
No, I'm pretty sure they're paid by Access TV because JR still has a WWE contract.
I don't think he has a contract. I think he does, like, those one-shot contract deals.
I think, no, he's tied, I'm fairly sure, could be wrong, but I think he's tied to a Legends deal.
Oh, well, he's definitely tied to a Legends deal, but you're allowed to do independent bookings under a Legends deal. See Kevin Nash doing that shit all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if they would allow them to directly be paid by New Japan. Who knows anymore?
Who knows? Yeah, I can't tell. All I know is that was dumb. I hate watching the American shows because I have to listen to JR and Josh Barnett, and it's awful. And
then again, the last one had Kevin Kelly.
No, it didn't. It had JR and Josh Barnett.
No, there was
the one in March. Yeah, that was... No, that was JR.
No, it was the UK shows.
The UK shows did, the Rev Pro shows, yes. That had Kevin Kelly and one of their commentators. So
he was alright.
He was better than JR and Josh Barnett. I enjoyed that show. That Rev Pro show was really good. Both of them.
I love JR, but it's just like
I love him in WWE because that's all he cares about. Even still, like, if you listen to his podcast, he'll get New Japan stars on his podcast and basically, like, undersell them and big talk them of, like, well, why aren't you in the WWE? You should go to the WWE. You should do this instead of doing this. And it's like, who the fuck are you? Like, you do not work for talent relations in WWE anymore. Chill the fuck out.
But I will say I am rapidly becoming a big fan of Hiroki Goto.
I am back and forth on Goto. That was the weakest match in my opinion, which is weird because I love Goto and I love Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb is one of my favorites.
It felt like that. It didn't get as much time as it should have.
Even still, I felt like something didn't click. I don't know. Like, it just... To me, that was definitely the weakest match on the show.
Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes.
Yeah, no.
There just wasn't the chemistry. But, like I said, if you go back to Kazuna Row.
With him and Elgin, the rematch?
Yeah, him and Elgin. What made me fall in love with wrestling in the first place.
I mean, I love... That match was really good.
Fantastic technical wrestling is great. High flying is great. A mixture of both. It's also great. But sometimes you just want to watch two big dudes beat the shit out of each other.
Yes, I love me a big Haas match as well. That match was really good. I said, crafted
that well.
Yeah, it worked well with Goto and Elgin. It should have worked well with Jeff Cobb as well. Jeff Cobb is an Olympic fucking athlete, and he's great at what he does. Have you ever seen Jeff Cobb in, like, PWG and, like, Lucha Underground? He's fucking great.
I don't know much about Jeff Cobb, to be honest. It's like only a second or third match.
He's fucking great. And this should have been awesome. I was really excited for it, but then, after it was over, I was like, meh. But that's all it was. It was like, meh, it was good.
I think the shoulder injury took away from them.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a shoulder injury. Because he didn't for Lucha Underground Season 4, so...
That probably was, like, taped.
Oh, Lucha Underground is taped months in advance.
Yeah.
Like they record a season in like 2 weeks.
To go off topic for like 2 minutes, a
Okay.
couple of things about Ring of Honor. Flip Gordon has an NWA World Title match.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that.
Also, on Amazon Prime, there is I think it's called Dojo Prime. It's a series following 13 people in the ROH dojo, and the winner gets a TV title shot.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like Tough Enough, but probably better.
Yeah, but tough enough with an actual prize.
Yeah. That sounds pretty cool. I don't have Amazon Prime though, so. No, I'm still not sold on Flip. He's kind of fun to watch, but like, he's just got a punchable face. I don't like it.
Admittedly.
I don't like it. I just want to punch it. Like it just every time he pops up on Being the Elite, I'm just like, oh, it's fucking Flip. I hate you, Flip.
For his own good.
He's
too good looking for his own good.
He's got passive heat, and I hate it.
However, he is a fantastic wrestler. Did you? I can't remember the lot. Have you seen Best in the World yet?
Is that the Ring of Honor show?
Yeah.
No.
You should go and watch it when you get time. Watch his match with Bully.
With Bully Ray?
Yeah.
Bully Ray's in Ring of Honor again?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Shit. I don't keep up with Ring of Honor. I was going to, but...
Dude never left.
Okay, then.
They ran the whole retirement, basically.
That's what I remember. I remember the retirement angle.
They ran this whole retirement angle, and they made him the Ring of Honor.
And then he became like the commissioner or whatever, like the
he became the enforcer, and then he decided that all the young guys don't pay any dues, they're disrespectful, he hates them, and he started randomly attacking them to the point.
So it's literally Bully Ray's character from TNA too. That's so good. Which is fine because I wish WWE would have done that when he did his comeback a few years ago with Devon. If they would have did the Bully Ray skit, oh man, that would have been so good.
To the point of he's no longer their commissioner, whatever you want to call it. He's back under an active.
He's just an active wrestler.
Well, he's kind of semi-active, shall we say?
Oh yeah.
But the match with Flip and Bully Ray, there were points in that match where Flip was literally kicking the shit out of Bully.
Oh man, I will have to watch it.
Legitimately, it wasn't false offense. Like 90% of the match was Flip. He was kicking the crap out of him outside the ring, like not just flying off, he's literally fighting him.
Oh goddamn, that was the
It's the sort of match that would change your opinion on a wrestler.
I'll have to check that out. That was the card, though, where it was Dalton Castle, Marty Scurll, and Cody Rhodes for the title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about that, seeing that spoilers in the title.
Yeah, I do.
There is a new Ring of Honor World Champion.
As of that show?
No. As of the most recent tapings.
Oh. Well, don't tell me, because I don't know that yet. I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, I saw it by accident.
Holy shit, like, I was on Reddit this morning. I was on Reddit when I texted you earlier, and I was like, yeah, okay, nothing's going on in wrestling. Then I went to sleep, and I haven't been on Reddit since, so fuck, holy shit.
I saw this about maybe a week ago, nearly.
Oh. Well, shit. Okay, I'm behind. Like I said, I don't keep up with Ring of Honor.
Yeah. But I like the fact that Ring of Honor it's 1 hour shows and it's all action.
I like that, but the thing with Ring of Honor is it feels so like lame. Like Ring of Honor doesn't do it for me anymore. It did last year. Last year I really liked the product. But this year it felt like they've done nothing new. They've gone backwards. Like I
think they can only do so much with the people they have there.
They've got great talent though. That's the thing. Like
they're too good to be a small promotion. They're not quite big enough and good enough yet to be a big promotion. They're in that awkward middle ground.
Yeah, which is weird because they're the second biggest promotion in the state. Well, I don't know.
They're not Bingo Hall, but they're also not 20,000 arenas.
They're not even Cow Palace, which even to be fair, New Japan didn't even sell out the Cow Palace, which was sad. They did a 6,600 tickets, which is still really good. That's nothing to laugh at, but I don't know if they'll go. I
still think to a point of outside of Japan, it's still kind of viewed as a niche product.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they sold out the first. The show last year was like 2,000 seats, and then the one.
I know it was their biggest North American.
It was their first one. It was their first one ever. So.
No, the Cow Palace show.
Oh yeah. This was their biggest one ever. The second one, the Strong Style Evolved, they did in like March. That one was like 5,000 seats.
I think
no. It was the same arena. It was 2,000 seats. Yeah. And then this was the Cow Palace, which was like roughly 10,000 seats it could have done, and they did 66. So.
Hardcore wrestling fans know what Ring of Honor is, know what and to a point, Impact Wrestling is.
No, New Japan is definitely bigger than Ring of Honor now.
No, I'm just saying in terms of hardcore fans, everyone knows what they're with.
You're cutting out.
Fucking mic, am I good?
Oh, I hope so. Like, can you like move the mic like further back? I think that's what's doing it.
We good?
That sounds better. Let's see if it like if you try and say a sentence, we'll see if you're cutting out.
So I think hardcore fans know what the other promotions are. They're Japan's demographic. The problem is WWE just swallows everything up because you can't get away from it.
That's the problem. That's why I don't watch WWE anymore. I'm sick of it, which really makes me sad because I want to watch all of those amazing people, but the product sucks. So fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch Japan instead.
So the casual fan will just go, oh, I'll watch WWE.
Yeah.
Or I'll watch a WWE show. The casual fan won't watch New Japan or Ring of Honor.
No, I can't. Well, Ring of Honor I can understand.
Unless it came to their town and I thought, okay, we'll go see this, see what it's like.
Well, if that's the case, then they would get... Well, Ring of Honor, once again, I'm losing faith in Ring of Honor. I'm actually gaining faith in Impact again. I have not watched it in a while, but I've caught a few episodes. Yeah, I have not paid for a pay-per-view yet, but like I'm waiting for... I know Slammiversary, I think, is coming up pretty soon.
The thing is, we actually get the pay-per-view free to watch in the UK.
Oh fuck! You get it on Sky for free?
Yeah, it's part of their deal with a TV network here. So it's 3 or 4. It's like 3 days after the show, but we still get it for free. It's for free, so I can't really complain.
No, yeah, you're getting all of that. That's really good.
Like talking of
I love how we have like all this New Japan stuff up, and we're just talking about wrestling in general. That's fine.
But
we'll get to the G1 eventually.
It comes back into the point, because most of these guys, you look at how many people are in the G1 that regularly work other promotions.
So there's actually a 4-way. Well,
Naito does I don't know if he's done Rev Pro, but he definitely does Ring of Honor shows.
Well, there is a working relationship.
Junior does Rev Pro.
There's a working relationship between. Now I heard someone say this earlier, and I don't know if it's true yet, but I do know there's a relationship between New Japan, Rev Pro, and Ring of Honor. There's definitely a 3-way deal there. Yeah. But
and CMLL.
Oh, that's the fourth one. Never mind. CMLL, yeah, that's the fourth one. I had also heard that because Don Callis and Scott, I can't remember his name. Scott D'Amore, took over Impact. That New Japan is starting to like be okay with that again too. Like, I mean, they got Ishimori, obviously, who was
there was always a working relationship between TNA at the time.
Oh, but that was bad. They made Okada a jobber. Like, if you go back and watch, like, Okada's excursion in, like, 2011, he was on excursion, and he worked for TNA, and they literally made him a jobber. It was bad.
It's actually how the Bucks became very close friends with Okada.
Was it the Bucks?
Yeah, it was the Bucks. It was the Bucks and someone else.
I definitely have heard that story.
Because I heard the story, because it was on, I think it might have been on Stone Cold's podcast. No, it's Jericho's.
It was on some... I definitely heard that story. I'm pretty sure it was the Bucks.
it was on Jericho's podcast, because they were talking about it. Because it was talking about, I can't remember if it's Matt or Nick, but every big show they go to where Okada's on the card, Okada will steal one of the Bucks' gears and wear it around the arena before the show starts.
Like, Okada is just like the fucking global treasure. I love him so much. I was so sad and happy at the same time that Kenny won the title, but I was so sad Okada lost it. I was like...
But have you noticed there's a different kind of Okada since he lost?
Oh, absolutely. It's completely different.
Like the way you watch him at when he was at the 2 Rev Pro shows, I saw bits of his matches. So I was just kind of like, it wasn't that they were bad shows. It's just it couldn't pull me in.
So the Okada, who did Okada fight? Oh, he did. On night one, it was Okada and Ishii versus Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
And then on night 2, it was Okada versus...
I think it was Zack Sabre Jr.
And then it was Ishii versus Suzuki for the title. Yeah. Which, once spoilers are in the thing, so... Ishii lost the undisputed British World Championship to Suzuki. Your world champion is now Suzuki, and you're never gonna get it back.
That's fine.
Fucking, I know, right? It's like, it's fucking Suzuki. Good luck.
I mean, dude, he's pretty fucking well liked. We do love a good bastard.
Oh, he's great. And he's just gonna, like, kill everybody. There was so, like, I did a mock G1 card yesterday, and I was just, like, going off my gut, like, alright, gut, and I had fucking Suzuki with 18 points because I'm that afraid of him.
Right. But talking of UK wrestling, World of Sport wrestling's starting back up after the World Cup finishes.
I don't know what that is. I've heard of it. I heard Will Ospreay is a part of it now.
Ospreay's signed up for it. So is Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Oh. Okay.
They tried to get Skrull, but I don't think he was agreeing to it.
What is it? Is it just like a tournament, or?
It's a bona fide episodic wrestling show.
Oh, so it is a promotion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a massive thing. It was Saturday afternoon TV in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
When you go back to the time like Giant Haystacks, Big Daddy, that era.
Oh shit! Okay.
It was just under the banner of World of Sport.
I see.
Because the World of Sport was just a banner of stuff in and around the UK. It could have been like tennis, motor racing, wrestling.
So like one weekend they would do racing, one weekend they would do tennis, one weekend they would do wrestling.
There was always, every Saturday was a wrestling show.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then it just disappeared. So they did the one off, which again JR commentated on, which he was very good on, surprisingly. But I think if you look at the way the rosters are split, they had to make a big deal of it because NXT UK is now a thing.
That is a thing.
Which
WWE has a working relationship only with ICW in Progress. So
you're wrong.
Who else do they have?
Well, apparently they are looking to buy Evolve.
I forgot about Evolve. Well, Evolve isn't UK, is it? Isn't that American?
Yeah. No, Evolve's UK, I think.
I thought Evolve was based in New Jersey. Hold on. I gotta Google that. Because I know they also do, like, I know they do a lot of,
It's under the WWN Live banner. No, it's Philadelphia, you are right.
Okay, yeah. It's, yeah, Gabe Sapolsky, yeah. But they do a lot of UK shows. Like, they're not afraid to go to the UK.
So that brings in another UK arm for. Which is why I think you will find NXT UK try to get Marty Scurll and Will Ospreay.
Well, they definitely want Will Ospreay. They definitely want Scurll. Ospreay will not go. I know Ospreay will not go.
And I don't think Scurll will go either.
I don't think Scurll will go either. They're definitely gonna try, but I mean, if the price is right, you can. Yeah, I mean, you know.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that later. That's something. That's tinfoil hat time.
Yeah.
But like, I'll be honest with you, the LIJ multi-tag with Naito that was on the G1.
Oh yeah, back to the G1 special. Back to New Japan.
I'll be honest, didn't watch it. I was just trying to, because it was late, and I was just like, I need to try and get through as much as, because I had to finish the show this morning.
Yeah, no, I watched it in 2 parts as well. I typically do for New Japan shows. They're long.
Yeah.
The LIJ match, it was really good. It's classic Naito, classic Okada. Well, no, Okada was much different. Like, I mean, he came out with the balloons that he did in Rev Pro. He didn't have his coat on again. He's got that new theme music, which is fucking bitchin'. I love that new theme song. Even though I love the old one so much, I love that new theme song he's got.
Talking of theme songs, at Best in the World, Marty Scurll used a remix of his
I fucking love it! I did see that, and that's Dylan Spears, and I have been listening to his music for fucking months now. I love that. That was so cool.
Have you heard his remix of Okada?
Yes. Have you heard his remix of the Being the Elite song?
Yeah.
Ah, so good. That kid's going places.
Dude, I just want that on repeat whenever I'm at work. I
was gonna like play his playlist tonight, but I'm like, I don't want to put copyrighted music up, so.
No. Talking of Being the Elite, it's currently uploading.
Oh, are you shitting me?
Yeah, I saw a tweet from one of the Bucks saying, "Finished 7-hour drive, uploading BT now."
Because it normally comes out on Monday night during Raw, so.
Yeah. I mean, it could come to the point where we're just going to sit here and watch it on stream together.
I mean, no, I'm just going to be like, shut everything off, I'm watching this now, because it's going to be so good. But did you, so, yeah, the Okada, or the LIJ Chaos match was really good. Who was Okada's partner again? God damn it, I don't even remember.
So, look, you're not seeing the same Okada. It brings me back to my... What I wanted to make. I think losing the title has freed him.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, if you notice, every time he enters he just started doing, like, where they call his name, and he goes up in the corner and does the Rainmaker pose, and, like, basically just says, I'm the fucking best in the world. He, for a long time after he lost the title, for about 2 weeks after he lost the title, he didn't do that. The Rev Pro show was the first time he did that again.
Yeah. I think the Rainmaker title was starting to weigh on him too much, and he just wanted to have fun again for a while.
Oh, I think he's still going to have fun. I think he was having fun still. I think he's having more fun now. I'm excited to see what he does. But my point is, when he does the Rainmaker pose in the corner, and then, like, he does the, he puts his hand, like, just the single hand in front of his face. He makes a really sad face, and sad Okada makes me sad.
But it's like, the reason Omega is world champion right now is because Okada wanted him to be. With the amount of
yes and no. Okada would not have been sad if he held on to that thing forever. Yes, he wanted it to change.
I think he just wanted a new challenge.
Yeah.
So going back to
Okada is still the ace, though, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
It's fucking Okada.
Go back to the first match. The Tongan death grip on Gato's beard.
Oh, hell yeah, that was dope. And then you had, well, the second match. Did you watch the Ishii Yano versus Zack and Suzuki?
I'll be honest, I've seen that match 1,000 times.
It happens a lot. Yes, it sure does. But I will say this: it was the same match. It was the same match you've seen before, except they changed up the finish this time. So Yano went for the low blow on Zack, and Zack did the same thing where he caught it with his fucking bony knees again, right?
Yep.
And then at that point, Ishii came in and threw the fucking stiffest lariat at Zack.
Yeah, I did see it. Yeah,
took his head off, and then Yano rolled him up for the win.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I think I just kind of skipped through the match.
Yeah, just like all you gotta do is watch the finish. It's the same match every time. I can
only watch him like kill the same person.
I love watching Ishii versus Suzuki kill each other on a nightly basis.
Yeah,
but
that's never gonna get boring.
But it's just like I am like, all right, you guys are killing each other the same way every night. So I'm like, all right, let's get this over with. The next match was.
I really cannot decide if I love or I hate Yano.
Oh, I love him. Yano's the best.
But I think I love him because I hate him.
No, he's the fucking best. There is no
that kind of thing. He's such a fucking corporate shill. It's amazing.
Yano is the best. It's not even a corporate shill. That's his own. Like that's his own merch he sells at the table. like sell DVDs, buy T-shirts.
Like, I think it was, I can't remember what show it was from. I think it was from a show in the UK called Phone Jacker, and it's just guy who just go, "What, buy DVD?"
That's Yano.
That's how I imagine Yano.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely Tori Yano.
What, buy DVD?
He's the best. Okay, the next match we had was, the once in a century talent, Hiroshi Tanahashi and Time Splitter Kushida versus the villain Marty Scurll and Hangman Page. It was a pretty good match. Who picked up the win?
I think it was Page on Kushida.
I think Page pinned Kushida.
Yeah, which is Hangman Page will be a world champion somewhere by the end of 2020.
Hangman Page will be the Ring of Honor World Champion by the end of 2000. By this time next year in Ring of Honor.
If you change ROH to NXT, I might agree with you.
I don't see him ever going to NXT. Not a chance.
Apparently they are eyeing him up big time.
I would not be surprised, but if he goes to NXT, I will. Yeah, no. If he goes to NXT, you're right, 100%.
I think if he goes to NXT, I think he's the right time and age for him to go to NXT for a couple of years. Maybe do a bit of main roster and go somewhere else.
Get shit on the main roster, and then leave, go back to New Japan.
Yeah, but what I still can't quite get my head around is AJ Styles is probably not losing the WWE title until Mania.
I would love that. Please don't put that in my head, because I would love that.
No, you do realise why, don't you? He's the cover star of 2K19.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it does. It basically means he's keeping the title to probably at least the Rumble.
I would be excited. Does he even have a feud right now? Like, what's AJ even doing right now? Is it still it's not even Shinsuke anymore. Who's AJ feuding with?
His next world title defense is against
Against who?
Rusev.
Oh, that's right, Rusev Day. Oh yeah, he's gonna beat Rusev. Yeah. I love Rusev.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be a great.
It's gonna be a great match. I probably won't watch it. I'll watch the highlights, but.
Yeah, I'll probably like skim through it.
Tanahashi.
I love Tanahashi so much.
I love Tanahashi so much.
There's one thing I wish the stars would align, and I could see.
John Cena versus Tanahashi.
Yes.
Yes. Like, that's all you had to say is stars align? Yeah. Tanahashi and John Cena, please.
Because they are literally the aces of their company.
Yes.
and it would be such
well,
a good
former aces.
match.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't consider John Cena the WWE ace anymore. I don't consider the Tanahashi the New Japan ace anymore. They definitely were for a long fucking time, though. I would love to see that.
I would still call them the guy.
Oh, I will never lose respect for either of them. No, yeah, no. I mean, to be fair, like, no, it's Okada for me, and WWE currently doesn't have one because they want it to be Roman Reigns, and I don't see it. So, I'd say AJ, but
it's gonna be Seth Rollins.
I would love that. That's who I've been saying it should have been since the Shield broke up. Seth Rollins is the guy.
I still think during that Shield breakup, it should have been Roman turn.
Yeah.
Because people still wanted to cheer for Rollins. He could have killed a baby and people...
Nah, he couldn't have done that, but he could have...
In wrestling terms, I mean.
Oh, yes.
Like, Braun Strowman throws Kevin Owens off a stage inside a porta potty and everyone in the arena cheers for him.
Braun Strowman's great, though. Don't get me wrong.
I fucking love Braun.
I did not... When I remember him debuting, like, 2 years ago... I never thought I was going to like that, but goddamn.
Did you see the highlights from Raw a couple of weeks ago where he flipped Kevin Owens' rental car?
I did.
And it's just, I hope you got insurance. Like, damn near.
And then he started, ha 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 ha. He's walking away.
And you just see this random Jimmy with a fire extinguisher. Like, that's not going to do fucking anything.
Oh, I laughed so hard. That's comedy done right in wrestling.
I'm going to have to hold you on that thought for a moment because I got to go take a piss.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'll look up the next match. I've still got beer, so. Alright. Hey, I hope you guys are all enjoying us just talking about wrestling, having fun. You guys feel free to chime in. Tell us your thoughts. Let us know what you guys thought about New Japan or WWE or Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, Rev Pro. We watch almost all of it. Between the two of us, we watch a lot of wrestling. And if not, I definitely read about it. So let us know what you guys think. Hope you guys are having a good night. Thanks for joining us. I'm thinking... I should have expected... that we'd go off on such a side tangent a lot, but I do have the G1 scorecard opened up on my other monitor here, and I do want to try and fill it out. It is, if you guys don't know what the G1 Climax tournament is, though, it is a big fucking tournament that is like... starts on July 14th and it ends on August 11th. So it's about a month-long tournament.
Welcome
back.
I've needed that for my last 20 minutes.
Yeah. I was just like describing the G1 to people that have never heard of it before. It's crazy. It starts on July 14th and ends on August 11th. Or August 12th, actually. That's a long time. These guys are working.
It's essentially like the concept of how, any kind of football, soccer.
Do you guys do round robins in football?
It would normally be a group of normally 4 teams.
Okay.
Each play each other once. Top 2 from each group advance. From then, it's single elimination to the final.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing. That's a round robin. Then it's just much more. In that case, it's much more teams. This is I believe there are.
Setup. It's like point system based, and obviously the top.
3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there are 10 competitors in each block in the G1. There's the A block and the B block. There are 10 competitors, and then whoever has the most points at the end of each block, the winner of each block faces each other in the finals to determine who wins the tournament. So, Alright, so the next match on the G1 special, though, was Goto versus Cobb, which we already talked about a little bit. Goto won with the GTR. It's a pretty good match. Could have been better.
It was good. It was good, but could have been better.
I felt it should have been better. I don't know. It was good.
It was definitely probably the weakest match on the card.
In my opinion, it was the weakest match on the card. Because I really enjoyed the Tanahashi, Kushida, Hangman Skrull match. Because I love Tanahashi, I love Kushida, and I love Hangman, and I fucking love Marty Skrull. So
Marty Skrull is the sort of guy that like basically like he could slap your baby. And thank you.
You should
what he does,
should move your mic away from your mouth again.
It just like keeps moving. I think it might be picking up on my phone actually.
So the next match was the tag team match, the Bucks versus Lij, Evil and Sonata.
Every single time.
Holy shit, that match was amazing.
Bucks P. Still impress me every single time.
I thought I didn't think they would be able to top their match from Dominion.
I thought when I said that they were going up to the heavyweight. See, this is going to be a concerted effort. They're going to push him really close. Evil and Sonata will still get his chance because they just. And then it was to the point of, okay, holy shit, the Bucks just won the heavyweight.
Yeah, and then they defended them against the same team,
in what was arguably a better match.
Yeah, it was better. That's what I was saying. I was like, there was no way they were going to top the Dominion one. They did. That Indie Taker that Sonata and Evil did to the Bucks on top of the chair. That was so cool. And then eventually it ends up the Bucks. They went for more bang for your buck, but Evil stopped them. And then that's when they pulled the Indie Taker, and then they kicked out of the Indie Taker. No. Nick broke up the Indie Taker. I think it was.
It was the 5. I'm pretty sure it was I think it was the 5-star Melter Driver because it was the front flip.
The Melter Driver is the front flip one. The Indie Taker. The Indie Taker is just the regular jump, which is what Evil and Sonata did. Evil held up, I believe it was Matt, and then Sonata jumped off the top rope to deliver the Indie Taker on top of the chair.
From halfway across the.
Yeah, and that's because they super kicked the ref, and so just game over. And then they hit and then the Bucks hit the Melter Driver and retained. Very good match.
I think on Sonata.
Hello? Are you still there?
Hello?
Hello?
I'm going to turn this fan off. Hold up.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's going to get really hot for you though, so we'll take a break in a minute.
I've got the windows open still. It's fine. Was a spot where Sonata was going for the skull end, and it ended up being a giant swing.
Oh, that was dope! I forgot about that. Skull end, and then he spun him around and then just dropped him. That was so cool.
That was my personal favourite spot for the match. Of all the spots that was in the match, it was all great, but that was just, it was new and it was cool.
That was so cool.
Also, I'm really upset that Evil's Scythe didn't get through customs.
Did you expect it to?
Yes.
No.
Dude, I could buy a pound of bananas and an AR-15 at the same time.
You definitely can, but yes, giant scythe on an airplane? Nah. Okay, the next match was the Lij versus Chaos, Okada and Ospreay versus Naito and Bushi. Talked about that match already. It was really good. Nothing you've never seen before, though. Bushi hit a code breaker. Ospreay hits a Spanish fly. A spinning kick to the back of the head. Stormbreaker. Ospreay pins Bushi. So that's Stormbreaker. Let's just talk about that. Ever since Ospreay started using that, that's the coolest fucking move I've seen in a long time.
It's pretty sweet.
That's oh, I love that. And then, oh god, the match I didn't want to talk about. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Oh, holy shit.
How he finished that and won it is pretty impressive.
I don't know how he even continued. So for those of you who don't know, is the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Hiromu Takahashi defending against Dragon Lee. These two have the biggest rivalry in wrestling ever, next to Okada and Tanahashi. Like, it dates back to when Hiromu was on excursion in CMLL, and they just literally try and kill each other. And I don't use that term lightly. In kayfabe terms, they try to kill each other in the ring, and they always perform amazing matches. They've had 5-star matches. Their Best of the Super Juniors match last year is definitely one you should check out. This match was fucking phenomenal. This was a great match. I was on the edge of my seat until Dragon Lee botched a Phoenix Plex, which if you don't know what that is, it's like you put them up in a powerbomb position, but then tuck their head in between your head, so they're like, you've got them in a cannonball position above your head, and then you throw them backwards, and
similar to how you would set a muscle buster up.
Kind of how you would set. It's like a standing muscle buster without using the rope, without using the top rope. But you've got to set it up all in one go. And normally, if you do it off the top or the second rope, you let go so it gives the person time to flatten out. If you do it on the ground, you hold on so they take the flat bump. Dragon Lee either slipped or he accidentally let go. He let go and Hiromu took a nasty fucking bump. It looked like his head did the moonwalk across the map, or the mat, and he unfortunately broke his neck. And we wish him the best of recoveries and the best of luck. The latest update I read was he was conscious. He was sitting up and walking around and talking while undergoing full examination. So hopefully it's not too bad. He'll definitely never be the same, though.
There's breaking your neck, and then there's breaking your neck.
Either way you say it's like, I just hearing that. I mean, like you think of Stone Cold.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, he came back from it and was.
He walked out on his own. He finished the match. The match went on for another 15 minutes after that spot. And
it's
then,
that kind of
yeah, like it went like he continued for 15 more minutes with ridiculous stuff. He then he walked out on his own. He apparently passed out once he got behind the curtain and collapsed, which he was rushed to the hospital. But there are so many scenarios in wrestling that you got to think of where people have broken their neck. There's Stone Cold, who took the basic pile driver, got a stinger, and he had to retire early. There was Edge, who had the same scenario, not from a pile driver. I don't actually know how Edge broke his neck, but
I think it was years of the TLC matches and everything.
I can only imagine. I don't know if there was a specific spot that did it, though.
I think it was just time caught up with him.
Yeah. But he had to retire. Well, he had a much longer career, though. But then there's people, you have like Sabu, who that destroyed, and then like the worst case scenario, you think of like a Tyson Kidd, and well, no, Tyson Kidd's walking and he's fine. He'll just never wrestle again. The worst case scenario, you have Draws, who's fully paralyzed from the neck down from a power bomb. So, like, I just hope Hiromu was okay. He's one of my favorites. I was so sad when I learned he broke.
Brings the question up: what do they do with the junior title now?
So, they just had the junior tournament.
Because I don't know if they did it this time. But did they do the Roller Champions for the junior title again?
Did they do what?
the role of champions for the junior title again?
No, they've never done that.
Yes, they
Hiromu
have.
wanted it to happen, but they never did it.
They have done it at a show before.
Bull, win. Because I know that was a big thing. Right after Hiromu won the best of the Super Juniors.
It was his first defense. I think it was against...
Oh my god, did they really do that for him? That would have been against, Wait, no, wasn't this his first defense? No, he might have had one at Casino Road.
It was against El Desperado, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was, because Desperado got unmasked during the match.
Oh, I did not see that match, but I remember reading that, yeah. And then I think they challenged him to, like, a hair versus mask match.
Yeah, and for that, they did the Roll of Champions, because it was something that...
He wanted it. Like, he told it to the president. He's like, why don't you guys do this for us? And then he's like he was just joking, and then the president was like, it's not the new president. It wasn't Harold Mage. It was the older guy. He's like, we'll consider it. And I didn't know they did that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what that was from? Was that Casino Road or?
I think it was Casino Road, yeah.
I did not watch any of the Casino Roads other than the Goto Elgin match. I didn't even watch the full show. Honor United. Oh, I need to watch Honor United too. Fuck, I didn't watch that one. I watched Dominion. Casino Road. I'm just on New Japan World right now. Oh yeah, fuck, you're right. El Desperado versus Hiromu. Shit, I completely missed that.
It was a very good match.
I'm gonna watch that later tonight or tomorrow.
There's a spot in it, like to a point of Desperado gets partially unmasked.
No, I read about that, yeah.
And instead of like putting the mask on, he just carried on fighting. He didn't care that you could see his face. He wanted the title, but the title was meant more to him than the mask.
Alright, the next match was
what I would like to happen with the junior title.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Well, they just had the tournament. I could see them doing like not a tournament, but like since Ishimori was in the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors, maybe do vacate the title and do Ospreay versus Ishimori, because Ospreay was the champion before Hiromu.
But for the love of Christ, do not put the belt back on Ospreay. He does not need it. If anything, it should be his swan song out of the junior division, because the way that guy is stacked, he is too good to be a junior forever. He needs to make the move up.
He wants to go to heavyweight. He said it 100 times.
It could almost be a torch pass into Ishimori.
I mean, it could.
But you know who,
Taichi just moved up. Taichi just moved up, so...
Do you know who I would love to see win the junior title? Bushi.
Bushi would be good. Rocky Romero again. That'd just be funny. I'd love that.
Fuck it, put it on your Jiro.
He doesn't do much anymore. Definitely on Ishimori. I think Ishimori's gonna get it. Like why the fuck not? Ishimori's so good. He's got those abs. So good.
I'm just waiting for the Iron Man match between Naito and the trophy.
Wait, which trophy?
The Super Junior trophy.
Oh, yeah, Naito, bro. Naito did break it.
Twice.
Mr. Trophy. Never forget.
He broke the trophy twice. Have you seen the footage of Naito low drop kicking the trophy?
Mm-mm.
So
I saw where he picked it up and the wing broke off.
No, he low drop kicked on the floor as well. And literal commentary from Kevin Kelly saying, "I'm pretty sure I heard the trophy say something bad to Naito."
I'll have to watch that again. That's the end of the Super Juniors, right?
No, I think it was one of the shows after that.
Oh, okay, so it was because Hiromu carried it around, yeah.
I think it might have been on the Kazuda Road shows, because it was the second night he faced Desperado.
It was, yeah. I'll have to watch that then. I mean, I'll go back in time and watch it. I don't care. I like doing that.
Right, we're all in agreement. Keep the belt off Ospreay.
Yeah, I like Ospreay. I do. But after, like, I've been saying for months now, he needs to slow the fuck down or he's gonna get hurt. And now Hiromu legitimately got hurt because of the same shit that Ospreay's doing. Like, just fucking stop! Like, goddamn, there was that one, I think it was in the best of the suit. No, it was the match against Hiromu for the title at Dominion.
Yeah.
Where he took the fucking Spanish fly on the apron. And he landed wrong. Oh, goddamn.
Or the spot where he literally was getting whipped into the barrier, jumps the top of the rail onto that little awning bit, and then front flips back over onto him.
That was cool.
It was cool, but fuck me, that could have killed someone.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm watching just like, please don't fuck this up.
Like, I like
up.
watching it because I know they're trained professionals, but it's still cringeworthy at the same time. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Alright, the next match was Switchblade, Jay White versus Juice. That match was great. We talked about it a little bit before.
I would say, personally, outside of the bullshit interference and the Barnett and JR spot, arguably the best match of the night.
I don't know why you're saying arguably. To me, this was the match of the night. This honestly was the match of the night. The Barnett thing, even though it was bullshit, that enhanced the match so much, and it gave Jay White so much heat as a heel. And then Juice hits the pulp friction, kicks out. Jay White kicks out of it. God damn. And then goes for the Switchblade. Juice gets just a simple roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Sparkler shooting out of his nipples, man. God damn, the new U.S. champion. Oh, it was such a good match.
It was. I was just like, I like the part where he was channeling his inner Bailey and just kept hugging the ref, and the ref was like, "This is."
Ray Shoes was like, okay.
Please leave me alone.
Oh, that match was so good, though. I was so happy for Juice. Did you watch the post commentary? Did you watch the interview? Oh, dude,
I haven't seen it yet.
You gotta do it. It's really good. He did.
I was gonna watch him on the network, but they haven't been uploaded yet.
They just did today. They're uploaded now, so you can watch them tomorrow after work.
Yeah, all of it's just like the spot of the low blow and cast shot.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Juice did cheat to win, but he got hit in the nuts. So fuck it. So the gimmick was Juice has a broken hand. He has a broken left hand, which he's left-handed, and he's not allowed to use the cast as a weapon. If he does, he will get disqualified. So they tease it a few times.
Anyone that has never really watched any New Japan shows before, this was a literal. It wasn't a kayfabe injury. It wasn't a cast match. It wasn't like some stupid shit you'd see in the late 90s. And he had a legitimate broken hand
with a cast on, and it's really funny that they said you'll get disqualified for using the cast when, like, in matches before, in the match after this, they're literally using tables, ladders, and chairs and not getting disqualified. So that's one kind of thing I had to point out, but I know why they did it because it was for the story. So anyway. Jay White goes for a low blow, or the ref gets bumped. Jay White hits a low blow. Juice pushes him off afterwards, punches him square in the face with his hand, his cast hand. Hits him with the pulp friction, which is his finishing move, kind of like the Unprettier, or the kill switch. And then he...
It's almost like an odd hybrid of a...
It reminds me of Christian's Unprettier.
Yeah, that and almost an RKO.
He jumps when he does it, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of in the middle.
I love it.
It's a really good finishing move.
And then 1-2, Jay White kicks out. Jay White gets up, goes for the Switchblade, which is basically Crossroads. Like, let's be honest. Or the Blade Runner.
It's almost like it's
Crossroads.
It's a variation of it. It's not as good as a Crossroads.
I agree, but it's the same thing.
The Crossroads, you spiked more.
Which he does, yeah. Jay White doesn't do it very good.
The Blade Runner just looks like a fancy spinning net breaker.
Yeah, like... Which, to be fair, that's all Stormbreaker is from Osprey, but the Stormbreaker is so much cooler.
That's just the way Osprey...
Because Osprey spins them like 40 times in the air. It's great. But, anyway, hits the, goes for the Blade Runner. Juice pushes him out of the way, rolls him up, 1, 2, 3. New IWGP United States Champion. Lots of happiness ensues, except from the commentary team, because they're a bunch of pricks. Yeah. Good match, though. Great match. Match of the night.
Like, Jay White, he's like, Flip Gordon is to you. I just look at the man and I want to punch him in the face. He has a very punchy face.
That's fair. Good thing about that is, though, he's a heel.
Yeah,
Flip is not, so...
He is a fantastic talent, great wrestler.
Yes.
I just do not like him.
I like him a lot. I have been a fan of his ever since he came back with the Switchblade gimmick.
I'm all for like being entitled and being a heel, but it's to the point of where he said, like, I have a belt now. Okada doesn't. I'm better than Okada.
Yeah, that's heel.
Like,
that's just a heel. Yeah, but
where does he go from here, though? Does he win the belt back? Does he move on to something else?
Who, Jay White or Okada?
Switchblade.
Jay White? It's funny you mentioned that because there's a lot of people, and I don't know what I think. A lot of people think he's going to join the firing squad.
Really?
There's a lot of people saying Jay White's joining Tama Tonga.
I suppose he is from New Zealand.
Well, it's destroy the Bullet Club.
Which is, and it's the Fale connection.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, it's more along the lines, his goal was to destroy the Bullet Club. He did it for a period. He did it. He achieved his goal for a little bit, but it wasn't permanent. And so now, I've been reading a lot of people think he's going to join up with Tama Tonga, and they're going to take out Kenny's group, and then he's going to take out the firing squad. That's just what I'm reading. It's tinfoil hat. That's tinfoil hat.
But it's believable.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's tinfoil hat, though. But that's what I was reading. You asked where he goes next. And then the final match, the main event of the evening, Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes.
What we're going to we'll talk about what going next. I've been thinking about it while I've been sat here talking, and I'm thinking about it for what's next for Okada.
Yeah.
Has he ever won the IC?
The IC, no.
It's the perfection of both worlds. Naito literally could not give a shit about the IC.
No, that was the whole point. He didn't give a shit about the heavyweight when he had that either. That's his point. He doesn't care about the belt. He just wants it to be the best. And you got the thing of the possible challenge of Evil. Jericho will beat Evil. Evil will not unseat Jericho.
No.
Since Jericho came into Japan, he's gone after all the he's gone for Omega, top guy. Naito, top guy.
Yep.
There's only one left.
Well, there's Okada, and then there's Tanahashi.
I guess Tanahashi.
It won't be Tanahashi. You look at the guy. He's been going for the younger guy.
Yeah.
He's there to elevate the younger guy.
If he fucking goes... Okada and Jericho? Holy shit!
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that!
Okada Jericho for the IC title.
Dude, I forgot... Okay, first off, I forgot Jericho had the IC title.
Yep. So, it keeps Okada in a very high place, but also keeps him at the world title picture. Which I'll come into why later in a minute, once we talk about the G1.
Well, so Okada, the IC title, it's not as prestigious as it once was, but it's still, it's still up there.
It's a belt It's a belt he's never won. The story writes itself, and you're getting Jericho versus Okada.
Holy shit! I didn't even think of that. That's really good. I like that a lot. Fuck.
Because we've had Alpha Club, the ungovernable list of Jericho.
We've had the Lista de Jericho.
Yeah. Best in the world versus best in the world of what I do.
Well, that was CM Punk versus Jericho.
Yeah.
Okada's would be. What would
But it would almost say, like, because remember the awkward, really arrogant heel Jericho of, I am the best in the world at what I do. Do you understand what I am saying?
Yeah, I love that. That was 2008 Jericho. Best feud of the year with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Jericho to go up against.
Well, Jericho is uncensored and unfiltered in Japan, which I love.
Yeah,
by the
so
way,
do I. It's great.
And plus, like, although it was really weird at Dominion when he came out with like that fucking like makeup and fedora, I'm like, what the fuck?
The Clockwork Orange shit was really cool.
Yeah, see, I didn't get the reference, so I was like, the fuck is this?
Even at until I was looking online, they were saying about Orange. I was like, oh shit, that's where.
Well,
it's
I have
from.
no idea what that is. Even still, like, I looked it up. I was like, oh, I guess it's a movie. Like, I don't.
Yeah, it's a very niche, very bizarre, very good movie.
Yeah, it's weird. But I love it. I would love Okada versus Jericho.
That movie also spawned a match in TNA, Clockwork Orange House of Fun match, which of course was brought in by, of course, of anyone, Raven.
Raven. Oh, I forgot Raven was in TNA.
He was really good in TNA, especially like the NWA.
Yeah, see, like TNA, I like never got into. I did a little bit, like 2005, but
I drift in and out.
I want to get back into Impact now because I know Impact's good again.
Yeah. We're gonna have to talk about it. The elephant in the room.
What's that?
In the main event,
Of
Cody's hair wasn't blonde.
Oh well, I had known that 2 days beforehand.
I know, but it was just so weird to see.
He got an acting gig. I was used to, it didn't bother me any.
Yeah. No.
I remember old Cody, so.
Yeah. Which is to the point of.
To be fair, I prefer blonde Cody though. I prefer blonde Cody. This
is where my theory goes. Tinfoil hat's going on.
Okay.
Blonde Cody is evil Cody.
Interesting. That's well. He was slightly turning when he still had brown hair, and then he went full crazy when he had blonde.
Yeah. So it's almost like the person that it's like Jeff Hardy with a face paint, but it's his hair.
Willow.
Yeah. See,
or Balor even.
Yeah. The whole hair, because you saw at the end of it, like the match, other than the spots of them trying to kill each other, it was a genuinely honorable wrestling match.
It was. I mean, they just went to further lengths. There was no cheating.
There was an attempted eye rake spot, but that happens in every match. He was the heel. It was standard thing.
Yeah,
but
like an eye rake, I wouldn't even call. Yeah, like.
Yeah, but like, at the end of the match, where he pulls him up with the handshake.
Oh God, it was so beautiful.
Yeah. And right at the end with the hug, like it's.
Oh, it was such a good story.
It's almost like the blonde is a mindset. It's the evil megalomaniac. I want to destroy everything. Piece of shit, Cody.
Oh man.
And you have the Cody when he debuted in Ring of Honor and joined the club.
That makes so much sense. I love it. There was some ridiculous stuff in this match, though. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, absolutely. The ladder spot was
Cody threw a table pretty early on. Brings out a chair. The chair doesn't get used too much at first. It lays in the ring for a while. A giant, at least 12-foot ladder comes out.
I'm pretty sure it gave Jeff Hardy an erection.
Yeah, like Jeff Hardy probably like... Oh, it was ridiculous. It's the biggest ladder I've ever seen in wrestling.
I've seen plenty of ladder spots in my time, but I think that might have been the most mental ladder spot.
It was so scary. So there's a table on the outside of the ring. There's a ladder on the inside of the ring, right next to the ropes. Cody is on the inside of the ring on top of the ladder. Kenny's on the outside of the ring, 3/4 of the way up the ladder. They're punching at each other. Kenny looks like he's about to suplex Cody outside of the ring onto the table. Fucking scared the shit out of me. I had to put my hands over my face. And then Cody eventually suplexes Kenny into the ring off of this 20 or 12-foot ladder, and it was so fucking scary.
I think for me, it was possibly better than Edge's spear in TLC 2.
It was smoother for sure.
Yeah, you know the spot where
it surprised me.
He's on one of the rungs, he's pulling the belt off, and all of a sudden, Edge flying from the other side.
Oh
of the
yeah,
screen.
I'll never forget that moment.
In terms of a what the fuck moment, I think the superplex might just be
that
it.
superplex was fucking gnarly. And then
It was.
And then after that, Kenny goes nuts with no. Cody gets advantage, starts getting some offense in. Kenny makes a comeback, power bombs. Like straight up, just a straight power bomb from inside the ring to outside the ring on the floor. Tries to power bomb Cody through the table, inside the ring to outside of the ring. The table doesn't fucking break. Cody bounces off of it, smacks on the floor. I thought he died. Not literally, I thought he broke his back. That looked gross.
It was scary.
That was the second scariest moment in the night next to Hiromu.
It was the facial expressions of the Bucks too.
No, it was so bad.
I think as great as the match was, I think the Bucks might have stole the main event. Just how they were in Kenny's corner, they were always rooting there for Kenny. But at the same time, every single time something nefarious went to happen, they were always there just saying, "Are you sure? Are you going to do this? Do you want to do this?"
Oh no, yeah, that was great. That was like. I was glad they were there, and they were like talking with Brandy and stuff too. It was great.
Yeah. It gave it more of a feel.
Oh, absolutely.
It added to it.
It was real.
So many times you see people at ringside and they take away from the match, but it was that rare occasion where they made the match better.
I agree.
It gave the match a conscience.
Yeah, I agree. It was real, and plus, if you watch, like you are like me, you watch Being the Elite, so you follow the story. It's real. It's.
You got the highly charged of Kenny versus Cody, the crowd screaming for blood in the background, and then there's the Bucks and Brandy saying, "Don't do this to each other.
Yeah,
it's not worth it."
It's so good. And then after that, Kenny pulls him in the ring, pulls Cody back into the ring, murders him with V-trigger, knee, Kamegoya, knee, V-trigger. Brandy gets Kenny goes for one more V-trigger. Brandy gets in front of him, and Cody pushes her out of the way, says, "Get out of here, it's fine." Screams at Kenny, "Just do it! End it already!" Kenny goes for another V-trigger. Cody gets up, bam, clothesline, flips Kenny over, gets him
it
up.
might have been the first documented time of a V-trigger.
What's that?
I think it was the first time there was a legitimate V-trigger. We've had Super Kick Party. That was a V-trigger party.
Yeah, no, it was just knee after knee, and then he grabbed the wrist and was doing Kamegoyas, which is what Ibushi does. It was horrifying.
What is going back to earlier in the match? It was a really underrated spot. Was when Cody pulled Brandy in front.
Oh yeah, that was when he was going for the Terminator plunge.
But it's to the point of it flustered him so much. Never went for again in the match.
No, yeah, he didn't.
It was that bit of storytelling. I thought, yeah, this is good. This is really good.
It was a really good psychology, really good story. After that, like I said, V-triggers. He goes for the Cody hits him with a lariat. Gets a little bit more offense in though. Kenny gets him up for the one-winged angel. 1, 2, 3. Retains. Great fucking match.
Yeah.
And then after the match, they're all celebrating. Cody and Kenny make up. Handshake. Everybody hugs. Cody goes to the back. Kenny gives his post-match speech post-main event speech that every winner does in a New Japan show. And then
It was a fantastic speech.
Oh, it was a great speech, yeah. And then they go up the ramp. Tama Tonga, Tongaleo, and King Haku come out and start clapping. And they all too sweet. They hold up to too sweet, which they're not allowed to do anymore. Well, Kenny and the Bucks aren't allowed to do anymore. They hold up.
That was the kiss of death.
They hold up to too sweet. It's a really good camera angle too. That's one camera angle that impressed me the most.
Yeah, I think when that happened, it was that moment of like.
I knew it was going to happen anyway once I saw Tama come out, but they throw up the too sweet. Tama and Tongaleo, the Tongans are clapping for him. The Elite are out, walk back down the ramp a little bit, and there's this shot where Matt is right in front of King Haku, Kenny is right in front of Tama Tonga, and Nick is right in front of Tongaleo, and you cannot see the Tongans in the back, and you just see the Elite celebrating, and then all of a sudden, bam! Kenny's in your fucking living room, because he flies through the TV screen. Tama Tonga attacks him.
So good.
It was so good. They beat down the Bucks, they throw Kenny back in the ring, beatdown happens, out of nowhere, out comes Hangman Page. And you're starting to think, whose side is Hangman on? Because he had a problem with Kenny. I guess he was just more Cody, but Hangman comes out, starts attacking the Tongans.
That was the part that and Marty Skrull going after him. That was the part that was like, that shocked me.
Well, I knew Marty was going to be with Bucks and Kenny. Because Marty never really chose a side. He was just with everyone always. Why can't we all just get along?
He was always in the middle, whatever, in the other some of the Ring of Honor shows, he completely disappears through all of the beatdowns and everything.
Yeah.
It's just I was wondering, is he going to take part in this?
Well, he came out and tried. First it was Hangman, and then it was Marty Skrull came out, took some umbrella shots, sided with Kenny.
That was amusing.
Yeah, sided with Kenny, but the Tongans beat him down too. Then comes out Yujiro Takahashi and Chase Owens, and they they don't start throwing punches. They just start saying, "Guys, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell?" And they start checking on Kenny and everyone, and then all of a sudden the Tongans start beating them down as well.
That's the part
that surprised me the most. I was like, wow, okay.
I could have kind of made an allowance for Chase, but Yujiro, that was surprising.
I was really surprised about that. And
because
then
Yujiro is an OG.
Yeah. Well, pretty close. And then after minutes, Cody comes back out. He's still fucking winded. He's beat up bad. He comes down to the ring.
Great line.
Oh, great sell. He comes down to the ring. He gets in the ring. Tama Tonga hands him a chair to start beating up Kenny with. And he says, "You're with us, right?" Cody takes the chair. And he hits Tama Tonga with it. And I popped so hard.
So did I. I'll tell you what they managed to do there.
Oh,
New Japan worked out a way to have a double turn, including someone that was not in the match.
Yes. Cody with the face turn. Tama with... Well, Tama's always been a heel, but...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. A double cross. Cody... oh, God.
I always saw Tama as a tweener.
Nah, he's a heel.
Acts like a heel, but is cheered like a face.
Yes. That's how, a lot... believe it or not, the Undisputed Era are heels.
I know.
They should not be.
So is Kevin Owens, apparently.
Yeah. Did you watch the UK tournament both days?
I saw bits of it, yeah.
Did you see the Adam Cole versus Wolfgang match on day 2?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hear that
was
fucking nuclear pop for Adam Cole, baby?
Yeah, the second one.
The second one, yeah, they made him do it again, and it was like literally like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, he's slightly loved.
Yeah, only a little bit. Like Vince would just be like, "Oh yeah, I know. You got a ways to go, kid. Grab that brass ring." Over like a fucking rover, man. But yeah, after the beatdown, the Tongans leave. Everyone gets up together. The Elite, I guess if you want to call it, or the Bullet Club. Everyone except the Tongans all leave together. Cody included. Cody holds up. He grabs a towel from a kid in the front row, and it's one of those Kenny Omega goodbye and good night Bullet Club towels. He takes that and he holds it up, and they all stand there holding up the one suite, and then that's the last shot of the G1 special.
I think we're going back slightly at the end when it's the Tongans on the rampage. What surprised me was how vocal Tongaloa was. It wasn't Tama Tonga talking all the shit, it was Tongaloa.
They both talk a lot of shit, but yeah, Tongaloa definitely did it that time.
But he's always been more reserved. It was like he finally broke out of the shell, and I was just like, that's good storytelling. That's good.
You should watch the post-match on that too, the commentary. They're all up now, like I said, so.
Yeah. I saw the post-match after their match before it happened. They were hinting at it in that.
Did you see the last episode of Being the Elite?
Yeah, with
the future sight. And Nick says something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Did you see the shot of Nick?
Yes.
Yes! I didn't notice that. I saw it. Somebody pointed it out on Reddit later.
I saw the shot before I'd watched the show, and I was trying to find it. I didn't know what happened.
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, so good. That is storytelling.
Talking of which, Being the Elite has been uploaded now, but it's probably still in like 360p.
Yeah, well, we are just now done with G1. I don't know if you're gonna go to bed anytime soon.
Probably not. Well, onto the climax. This is where the tinfoil hats.
Well, on the G1 itself?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Well, I want to take a commercial break before we start the actual G1, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go grab a drink and stretch your legs then as well, dude.
Yeah, okay, so we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, guys.
Turn up the music. I think I'm in love again. Come on over closer, baby. We can be pretend. Maybe I think too much, or maybe we haven't had enough. All we need is a little trust. Into the sky we go and light it up. Won't you
I am back.
What up?
God, it stopped raining, so I had to go survey damage. Holy shit, it's bad out in my yard.
But, mate, before we move on to G1, I'm gonna pop a couple of theories at you, which obviously lead into the G1. And there's the whole Elite Joey Ryan storyline.
Okay.
You know, right at the end of the last episode, I said, I know you didn't kill him because I did.
Yeah.
I think I know who it might be.
I don't know who that was. I was thinking that was like Joey Ryan himself.
I think it's either Hikuleo or Haku.
Really?
Because if you go to the GOD YouTube channel,
I do not follow that one, so...
there is some things with Hikuleo on there, and it's a very similar voice you hear, almost like exact same tone that talks to him as well. Now, for continuity purposes, I'm not sure they would do this. It seems with what's happened, it lines up.
I could see that. I'll have to definitely check out that video.
So on the Gorillas of Destiny YouTube channel, but also, before we get into this whole firing squad Bullet Club split,
Yeah.
I think it's been accelerated, but the simple reason is, I think someone's accepted Vince McMahon's.
Who, though?
I think it's God and Hikuleo.
No, well...
Yes, because Haku has big heritage in the WWE.
He does.
The money's there for him. It could also be possibly Omega,
It's definitely not Omega.
because he said he does want. He has said on video, in his own words, he would like to work with in the WWE at some point. He really wants to work with Seth Rollins. It's a long shot.
His
but it could be
dream is AJ Styles at WrestleMania. He said that on video plenty of times. Here is why...
It's a long shot. It's a long shot. It could be them in the Bucks. I very much doubt it. But I think it could be the three of Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Hikuleo.
Okay.
What you have right there is the Tongan dynasty.
Yeah.
All three sons of King Haku.
With Haku with them too, yeah.
With bringing in. It writes itself. I think it could be. It also brings them a good way out of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, that makes more sense than Kenny Omega. I'll tell you
they're
why.
They're destroying their creation.
Yeah. I'll tell you why it's not Kenny Omega, 100%. He just became a full-fledged Japanese citizen, so it is almost impossible to become a citizen in Japan, which means that the company had to give up a lot of fucking money to keep him there. So it's the longest of long shots, but it is possible. But it could also be another time where the likes of Paige, Skrull. Well, yeah, like I don't know.
I'm fairly certain it's not Chase, but also the way Cody talks, it would never surprise me for him to go back.
I could see Cody going back eventually, but not now, not yet.
No, all you got to do is blueprint a Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you got to think, Cody's been out of WWE what, 2 years now?
2 years.
Yeah, I know you want to go through the brackets. I haven't really looked through much of the brackets, but looking for the blocks. But I've got a couple of theories of what could possibly happen. I think the most obvious one is
I'm gonna pull up the bracket then now. I've got it ready. So.
Yep. The most obvious thing you would think the way they go would be Okada wins the G1, Redemption to go back. Face Omega.
Do you have at least a final prediction? Who's going to win the A block and who's going to win the B block?
That we'll go into in a minute. I think it's more predictions of a generality. I think the most obvious one is the redemption of Okada to go back, to win the G1 and go face Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom.
That is that is a definite possibility. That's not
But
my overall pick without doing this bracket yet.
Yeah.
Like I don't know based off the bracket, but like I definitely have a final and who's gonna win. So,
but that is so damn obvious. Is why they won't do it. So I think Okada's out the question.
Okay.
Another
obvious one. Ibushi.
Yeah, I don't. It's not going to be. I'm pretty certain it's not going to be Ibushi either.
Ibushi and Kenny are in the same block, so they have to face each other no matter what.
Yeah. I could see Ibushi getting to the finals and losing, but I don't think he'll win. However, I think for how good he's been recently, and obviously he's just had his of a nostalgia run for Minoru Suzuki, he wins the whole thing.
See, that's what I was telling you. I fucking had Suzuki winning in a mock matchup.
But he wouldn't win at Wrestle Kingdom. They'll keep the belt on it. He doesn't need to win the main event, but he deserves that one main event spot.
Fun. Well, he main evented Wrestle Kingdom 6, so
yeah.
Fun fact though, ever since the G1 has turned into essentially a Money in the Bank deal, the winner of the G1 has never won at Wrestle Kingdom. So
no,
never.
But then you have Suzuki versus Omega at Wrestle. It's his one big final hurrah to show he can still go, but I would still have Omega winning. I think we can all agree Omega's not winning the G1 this year.
No, Omega's not winning the G1. He's the champion, so he's going to be the champion going into it. So, to be fair, if he does win the G1, though, he gets to choose his opponent at Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, that could happen. Like, we could see.
But I think, again, with Okada, it's too odd.
Well, I mean, if Omega won the G1, I think he would choose Ibushi. I don't think he'd choose Okada. I think he'd choose Ibushi.
Oh, what's up, that one kid?
Hey, what's up, Connor?
But, yeah, in terms of a dark horse for the tournament, who you got?
Dark horse? Last year I had ZSJ, Zack Sabre Jr.
For me, this year, it's Hangman Page.
It's his first one, which is why last year I had Zack Sabre Jr. Last year was Zack Saber's first G1. Hangman's going to be... I think Hangman's going to do really, 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 really good. Like, really good. I'm going to be honest with you. My dark horse, he may be once in a century, but Tanahashi.
Possibly. But now you look at the blocks after what's happened.
Yeah, see, that's why I waited until this show to do my G1 card, because, like...
You got Fale in there with Page. There's a couple of LIJ guys in.
Bad Luck and...
J1.
Yeah, Fale and Page are on the first night.
Yeah, which goes to my next... This is where it gets quite tinfoil.
It's so fucking hard.
That I would be very surprised if they did this, but for New Japan to use the G1 to bring up the blow-off of the Bullet Club Civil War at Wrestle Kingdom. Where I would have it...
Tama Tonga and Kenny?
Tana or Fale?
It wouldn't be Fale. It wouldn't be Fale.
No, but I think it's the time for Tama Tonga to break out.
I definitely agree with that. Fale is nothing more... I mean, to be fair, Fale did have a title shot against Okada because... last year, because Fale beat Okada in the G1 last year. So, that earned him a title shot, but...
I see Fale in the same way As almost as Suzuki. It's almost a nostalgia, and he's been there for so long. He deserves the chance at something.
Well, like I
think-
said, yeah, he got it last year.
Yeah.
He went against Okada for the title last year, so
Yeah. So I think
it's gonna. Fuck. See,
I don't think it's gonna be fine. I think we're gonna also agree at this point. Naito will get to the finals. He's not winning.
no. See, I think Naito's winning. I think Naito's winning the G1 2 years in a row.
Yeah. No one's ever won it back to back now, have they?
No. So I think Naito's
So I can't see
gonna
it.
do it.
However, if they're gonna go for an LAG,
It wouldn't
It
be
will be-
Sonata or Evil. No.
I think it would. I think it would be because they're gonna want to push them for, or they're gonna have a good break. I don't think
They're gonna look phenomenal during it, especially Evil. I think. Well, Evil also got a title shot against Okada last year.
Yeah.
I think Evil's gonna look really good in the G1, and that's gonna lead to something with Jericho because we saw that happening. Sonata's also going to look really good. They're not going to win it, though. They're not even going to go to the finals. They're going to look really good, though. They're going to finish strong. They're going to have at least 10 points. Well, Evil's in a Sonata. Yeah, they're going to have at least 8 points each. At least.
How many advance from each block for the finals?
So what it is you on the last night of the tournament, you'll have two last nights. You'll have the A block finals, which it'll come down to whoever wins those matches will determine points to determine who moves on.
Right.
And then you'll have the B block finals, which whoever wins those points will advance on. And then you have the winner of the A block versus the winner of the B block, and that is who the champion is, whoever wins that match. So
essentially it's one from each block.
yeah, on August 10th, it's the A block finals. You have Yoshihashi versus Hangman Page, Togi Makabe versus Michael Elgin, Bad Luck Fale versus Minoru Suzuki, Jay White versus Evil, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kazuchika Okada. And then the winner of that night, whoever has the most points at the end of that night, advances to the finals.
Right.
They get to take a break for one day. On August 11th, you have Toru Yano versus Tama Tonga. You have Tomohiro Ishii versus Sonata. You have Juice Robinson versus Hiroki Goto, Tetsuya Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr., and Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega. And the winner of that night, whoever has the most points in that block at the end of that night, will wrestle the winner from the A block the next night, and that will be the champion. So,
Right, I'm with you. So going off of that, I'm going to make a prediction now of the final of the G1. It's going to be Okada versus Tama Tonga.
bold prediction. Very close to mine. Very close to mine.
It fits in so well. There is a reason as to why they chose the G1 in San Francisco to blow this all apart. They could have waited till after the G1 and done it into Wrestle Kingdom to something that way. They did it at this point in time for a very specific reason. It also goes on your point of the rumors of Jay White. I could see Jay White going through.
Well,
winning
see,
the whole thing
like
down.
I'm really close. Like, without doing my full bracket, just like in my head right now, what I think is going to be the final is I think it's going to be Kazuchika Okada versus Tetsuya Naito, and I think Naito is going to win it.
Possible.
I think they're going to like you have your tinfoil hat of possibly the Tongans are going to WWE. I don't think so. I think they're gonna ride this. They rode the whole the whole Cody story for a year. I think
It's
they're
just-
gonna ride this
There's so many
Tongan
possible
story
ways
for a
this could
long time.
unfurl or end. It's almost an ultimate discussion topic. There are so many different ways this could go, and
Yeah, that's why this is great. That's why I had to stream it and like record it with you because like
Yeah.
I've been like sitting in my room just like thinking about this for days, and then especially like my bracket or my scorecard was completely different like before this. Like now there's the now Juice is the U.S. champion. Like there's so many different variables now. Like I cannot do this.
No, I know what you're saying.
It's ridiculous now. Like there's like one thing like I can definitely agree on. Yoshihashi is gonna do absolutely nothing.
And before he wins the whole thing.
Oh my god, I hate Yoshihashi. He's so boring and lame.
I know. But I think Abe, the dark horse outstanding wrestler to shock people from A Block, I'm going with Hangman Page.
I'm gonna go with Hangman Page as well, honestly.
There's a
He's
reason
definitely
they put him
not
in
gonna
this-
win.
in this situation. No, but there's a reason as to why they've put him in. They haven't put him in there to eat pins.
No,
Because if they were doing that, they would have put Chase Owens in. As much as I love Chase,
Absolutely, yeah, no, absolutely, I agree.
He's the pin eater. B Block, in terms of a surprise,
Tanahashi. Oh, no, Tanahashi's A Block.
Goto.
No, Goto made it to the finals 2 years ago.
But I think he'll pick up more than you look at the block he's in. Like you look at the guys he's in with: Ibushi, Naito,
Ishii,
Omega,
Naito,
Tamatonga,
Sonata,
Juice,
Zack.
Sonata.
No,
You look at that block.
No. It's Yano.
Could be.
Dude, no, listen to me. So, Yano did a press conference about 2 weeks ago, and he said he is going to take this G1 absolutely serious. Like, 100% serious. In kayfabe, obviously. Don't get me wrong, it's Yano. He's definitely going to be the same fucking Yano, and he's going to do his dirty tactics still. But he said he was going to take this much more serious this year. I think Yano is the dark horse of the B Block.
Possibly. It's a bit like you have Fun Taguchi messing about, and then you have Tournament Taguchi.
Exactly, yeah. Like, Taguchi and the best of the Super Juniors was fucking OP. But, like, Yano has always been, like, silly, like, in comedy. Yeah. Even in the G1, he definitely is. Which, to be fair, in his G1 match versus Kenny Omega last year, one of the funniest fucking matches you'll ever see. It was great, because Kenny's also a comedy guy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But I think Yano is definitely... He's going to surprise a lot of people more than he usually does. Is he in the same block as Suzuki this year? No, he's not. He always gets a surprise win over Suzuki in the G1, but he's not in the same block this year, so...
He's got Zack Sabre Jr. instead.
That's true, he does, yeah. And they've been, like, going back and forth for months now. Definitely Yano's beating Zack Sabre Jr. 100%.
Yeah, see, the problem here with Japan is they book it so well that you can see the correlation. It's so much easier just to sit and talk about whatever the fuck WWE are doing this week.
It's because New Japan books months in advance, and I can't fucking decide what they're gonna do. Like, I literally am sitting here, and like, there's some that like I can. We'll see. Like, I can't like in the first night, for example, you have Bad Luck Fale versus Hangman Page, right? I know Hangman's gonna be a breakout. But, like, is there going to be interference from the other Tongans? Like, the old school Bullet Club style?
Right.
To make
Here's what I think is going to happen.
win? Like, oh, shit.
Yeah. This is what I think is going to happen. Paige is going to get a surprise win by, like, a roll-up or something, or maybe a count-out. and that is the return of Hikuleo after the match. Because I'm pretty sure he is cleared to compete again.
Did Hikuleo get injured?
Yeah, he got injured earlier in the year.
Because I know he was in that 6-man tag with them back in, what was it, Sakura Genesis? Like in April?
He was injured in March.
Oh, so I guess that would have been Strong Style.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
That's why he's been off TV for a while.
I just assumed he was off TV because he's still just green and like a jobber.
It's a leg injury, man.
It's so hard to pick. I think Naito's gonna win. I think he's gonna win. Naito's gonna win, and it's gonna be Kenny versus Naito at Wrestle Kingdom. And I think Naito is gonna beat him at Wrestle Kingdom.
I can't see him putting Naito 2 years. I know they went on after, but still, he flopped in the main event. I can't see him doing it 2 years in a row.
I wouldn't say he flopped in the main event. I really liked that match. It was just hard to follow because there's fucking Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega. Like, have you watched... Actually, if you haven't seen it yet, they just uploaded it for a free match on their YouTube channel. Watched the G1 finals from last year, where Naito won the G1. It was Kenny Omega versus Naito. And that's one of the best fucking matches ever. It's so good. Imagine Kenny Omega and Naito in front of 40,000 people in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, apparently it was an ACL injury for Hikuleo, but it doesn't say how bad it is. I'm trying to look it up.
ACL is at least 4 months minimum.
Which would bring him, which is 5 months from that, which 4 months ago was March.
So that would have been either Strong Style Evolved or...
It was in a tour match, I know that much.
Was that be the New Japan Cup, maybe?
Yeah, it was before New Japan Cup.
Road. Strong Style Evolved was the end of March. Oh, New Japan Cup was the beginning of March, so it was before the New Japan... So it was probably the anniversary event then, March 6th.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Let's see if he wrestled there. Taguchi...
There will be no better time to bring him back, even if it's not like it's in ring capacity, but to bring him back into the fight for this.
I mean, Hikuleo is like nothing to me. Like he's, I don't know. He seemed like a loser kind of. Like he was super green still, and he has potential, but
I can still see him bringing him in.
Oh, I definitely could, but
because he is still a Bullet Club OG. Even though he hasn't been like
part of Bullet Club? I don't think he is.
Yeah, he was, because he would constantly tag with Chase Owens and Yujiro.
Oh, you're right, yeah. He's not an OG, that's for sure. He's...
Well, according to some of the websites, they are listing him as a Bullet Club OG.
No, they consider...
He wasn't on TV at the time.
No, what those websites are considering is the Tongan group. There's the Tongans and the Elite, and then there was the Cody group too. But now it's the Tongans versus the Elite. The OGs are what they're considering the Tongans.
Yeah.
Which is the guys that don't work the States at all. They only work in Japan. And that's the Tongans, Fale, Chase was one of them. Udro, and then Hikuleo. And then I don't know what happened to David Hall. I guess he just kind of...
Cody Hall.
Cody Hall.
From what I'm looking through, it was
I guess he got injured and then just never came back.
yeah, and I think things were found out about. Decided that he's done.
He had so much potential. He was cool.
Yeah, it's just well, I was reading through a thing on Hikuleo. Again, the same thing happens to Cody, but I said apparently it was more back the. He had no real upset. He had a bad attitude, and apparently he was racist.
Oh. Well, so that's about right. Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to fucking fill out this G1 tonight. It's going to take me literal hours. So, maybe tomorrow night. Are you free tomorrow night, too? Around the same time?
I honestly do not know at this moment in time. I have the day off, but my hours could be being moved around.
Well, that's fine. I just figured I'd ask now. I'll keep in touch with you tomorrow. I'll text you tomorrow.
Yeah, join message on Discord. Wednesday night is England's World Cup semi-final.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I'd rather you watch that because that's a big deal. Yeah.
And because of that, I was working 2 till 10 on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But my mother, because she works in the same place, has agreed to cover the 3 hours of that shift. So I've got to cover 3 hours of a shift for.
That was actually really nice for her. So.
Yeah. Best mother on the planet. But it's finding out when those 3 hours are going to be this week. Entirely sure yet.
Hey, that's fine, man. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to fill this out tonight. I actually have to work at 3 in the morning tomorrow, so I have to get ready for bed soon.
Yeah, so it could be Wednesday morning, or it could be Thursday morning. I don't know yet.
I don't. To be fair, I don't have a day off until Friday, so I'm not gonna. I'm. If you're able to do this with me tomorrow night, then we'll build our G1 blocks tomorrow night.
That or probably Saturday night, because I worked Saturday, but then I'm off Sunday. If you're about Saturday evening.
I do not. Saturday is my D&D night, so
we'll work something out.
If not, then I'll just build my G1 block. I'll send you this link too, so you can look over this and study it and hurt your brain for the next few days too. This is a really good.
Yep.
If anybody actually is interested in doing your G1 pick'ems, the G1 starts on July 14th, 2018. There are many contests out there. Reddit has them. I've got this one. This is a contest through voicesofwrestling.com. I'm specifically not doing the contest. I just want to do the pick'em sheet and predictions for fun because it's a lot of fun. It's like fantasy sports, except way harder because it's professional wrestling. So
yeah,
you don't know what's going to happen. But thank you guys for watching so much. My name is Adam. You can call me Cloud. I'll see you next time. Good night. Tell them good night, Rumm.
Bye. Goodbye. And good night. Bang.
Bang! Alright, we're clear.